little bit of magic so I can stream through our platform. Yes. Let me do some magic. So just a few seconds. We will be ready. Yes, let me check if everything goes correctly in X, on X, if everything goes good.
Okay. Is my voice good? Should I use headphone?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I hear you perfect. So no.
Okay.
Yes, everything is correct. Everything is working. So we are live. Hello, this is the Bitcoin Libertarian. Our guest today is Farooq Ahmed. He is the founder and CEO of Arcift Technologies. Farooq has built a career at the intersection of cutting-edge development and digital assets. He's also the chairman of the Bitcoin Association of Pakistan, championing blockchain growth and education in one of the world's most dynamic emerging markets, and a driving force behind Bitcoin initiatives in Dubai, hosting meetups that bring together global minds to stack sats and dream big. A prolific contributor to Bitcoin Magazine and self-proclaimed Bitcoin Nostr and chill advocate. Farooq embodies how the low time preference ethos and the cypherpunk movement. Today we will talk about his journey, Bitcoin adoption in Pakistan, and the importance of Bitcoin for emerging economies. Farooq, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Fernando.
And thanks for being here. It's been a while that I wanted to talk to you, so I think it's gonna be good because I think that you are my first guest from Pakistan, and I'm so excited to see how things are going there. But the first question is the question that I do to everyone is, how were you orange pilled?
Sorry, I didn't get that. How
were you orange pilled?
Oh, okay. So yeah, thanks for the brief introduction. And I first heard about Bitcoin in 2015, and like many, I ignored it first, and then a year later, I discovered the Bitcoin white paper, and it completely changed my mind and how I saw money. Uh, Before that, back in the when I was studying in the university, I was studying computer sciences. And 2013, I was doing a research project, and I was also involved in the freelancing activities, doing some jobs on the internet. And we always had payment problems when it came to, accepting international payments. PayPal didn't work at that time. It still doesn't work, and it was so slow, and it takes like 2 weeks or more to bring money into Pakistan. It was so hard, and I was doing a research project to how can we make it easier for freelancer community in Pakistan to accept international payments. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any solution, but later, when in 2016 I read the white paper, and I was like amazed. Man, Satoshi Nakamoto, he gave us the solution, the perfect one, in 2009. And and we didn't know anything about that. And that's how, and that's when I started to learning more about it. Like, all other Bitcoiners, went straight on the internet and finding, whatever articles and, videos that I can find. I watched all the Andreas Antonopoulos videos, and I call it, Andrew Antonopoulos. He orange billed me, he saved me from crypto and shitcoinery in early days, and that was very helpful. And that's how I got started. And in 2017, I felt like, there's a lot of signals and a lot of noise in Pakistan when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto. So we started this community called Bitcoin Pakistan to help educate Pakistanis, people like me, and many others, to to learn more about Bitcoin and the difference between Bitcoin and crypto. That's our vision and mission at Bitcoin Pakistan.
And talking about Pakistan, what is the situation of Bitcoin there, the adoption on the people? Is the people understand the difference between Bitcoin and crypto, or they are this something like happening in Argentina that most of the people is Bitcoin and crypto they see as the same?
Currently, when it comes to the Bitcoin and crypto in Pakistan, uh, mostly people are, focused on the crypto things, because a lot of speculation, and the government's stance currently is it's not legal or illegal to involve in Bitcoin activities or crypto in general. It's a kind of a gray area. But recently, the government is working, seems to be working, and being interested in regulating this market. And they have made a new council it's called Crypto Pakistan Crypto Council, to regulate Bitcoin and crypto in Pakistan. They haven't delivered anything yet, but they seems to be more interested in crypto and Web3 stuff. But uh, and that's and the current stance, like how it's the markets are acting in this space, is a lot of activities be going on into when it comes to buying Bitcoin or crypto in Pakistan. When we look at the exchanges, the users, the Binance activity, they know that better than us, because we don't have the data and analytics. How many users Pakistan's getting. Binance is getting from Pakistan. So, but in general, the activity is huge, and I read the research like a few years ago. I don't know remember the website name. It was like Tulips or something, and based on that, Pakistan is one of the top markets when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto adoption. I think it's top one of the top five markets in the world.
Interesting. And this regulation that the government is doing is something related to, I don't know, taxes or how to use. And I also heard that Pakistan was willing to adopt some kind of mining, or they wanted to mine Bitcoin and do some research. Can you enlighten us about that?
Yeah, Pakistan has access electricity. My colleague at Bitcoin Pakistan has done a research, and he published his article about on Bitcoin mining, and it said, according to that, Pakistan has 10,000 megawatts of surplus energy that Pakistan isn't using yet, and that can be used to mine Bitcoin. And a lot of activities going on around that as well. I've been involved in private calls, doing some companies with companies, Bitcoin miners that are interested in coming to Pakistan and building mining farms here. But we don't have the regulatory framework yet, and the government, Pakistan government should allow some kind of a profit sharing deal with the companies they are interested in, like kind of a 50-50%, give us free electricity and we'll mine Bitcoin, and we'll keep the split the profits for 50-50. I think there's a lot of progress being made at the Pakistan Crypto Council, and they recently published, and they said that we are very close to gaining licenses to exchanges to operate officially in Pakistan, and the mining companies to build mining farms in Pakistan, and I think it's going to happen very soon.
And how do you see that this can change Pakistan economics and the current situation of the country?
I'm not in the favor of governments getting involved into the in this markets, like, I'm not in the favor of a country making, Bitcoin reserves, but what I want to focus on is, we need to help educate, the people, and the people should be owning Bitcoin, and they should be using Bitcoin on a daily basis, for payments and for savings technology, for investment purposes, and for all those things. But I think it's good for the Pakistan government. Pakistan government also showed some interest in making Bitcoin reserves, and I think that's good for Pakistan, because Pakistan has a lot of debt, and if it's done correctly, I don't think Pakistan should go for another loan from the IMF to fix its money problems. Bitcoin can solve Pakistan's money problems if it's done correctly. uh, we should be focusing more on the government should be focusing more on bringing in Bitcoin only businesses and regulations for the Bitcoin industry, for the exchanges, and for the merchants, to make it easier for them to use Bitcoin as payments. I think that's going to be a game changer, and Pakistani government should look at the examples of El Salvador, instead of other countries that are more focused on the crypto side of things. I think there's a lot of noise around crypto, especially in Pakistan. If we look at the for past 5 to 8 years, there's been a lot of scams activity been going on around crypto in Pakistan because of less to no regulations. That's why the scammers come into Pakistan. It's easier for them to play and manipulate people and steal their money. And when we look at all the data, how the scam's been done, and 100% of the time it's some kind of a crypto project. It's not Bitcoin, but the blame that goes to the Bitcoin, when it comes to the mainstream media, they're gonna post and they're gonna name Bitcoin, because of Bitcoin, these people got scammed or robbed or something like that. So that's why the government should be, in my view, more focused on making clear regulations for Bitcoin, and what helps its adoption, and strict regulations for crypto, if not completely banning that.
Yes, I think that banning is a word that I don't like, because when you try to ban something, is worse. You
Mhm.
probably boost it. It's the same when people say, "Oh, Bitcoin is banned," and people keep using it. But I agree with you. I think that the biggest thing that is not gonna come from the government, but the most important thing for avoiding these problems is education. And I want to ask you the activities that Bitcoin Pakistan do towards the education and towards the adoption by the people.
Yeah, completely agree with you. The change, it would come from the grassroots movements, helping people educating about Bitcoin, because that's very important. And at Bitcoin Pakistan, our mission, our goal is, to educate Pakistanis about Bitcoin, how, what is Bitcoin, uh, you know, and what is money actually as well, because a lot of people don't understand money and the banking system. uh, so that's our main purpose, and we have done a lot of meetups in the past. We've done a conference as well, a little one, not at scale, for awareness campaigns, and pushing for regulatory clarity in Pakistan. We have translated a few books and articles in Urdu, and to target the people who doesn't know English very well, for them to understand Bitcoin. And our goal is to empower Pakistanis with sound money and free, that's free from manipulation. Uh, we are also going to host another conference in next year, January. And I think that's going to be our biggest meetup or, unconference type thing in Pakistan.
A conference in Pakistan, and tell me more about that.
Yeah, it's still working on that. We are planning to do in early in January next year, and we are going to invite some speakers as well, international speakers, who will be ready to come in here. And the main purpose is to make some noise, on the internet. That Pakistan, is doing something about Bitcoin and the adoption, and the scene of Bitcoin scene in Pakistan is happening. And a lot of people are interested in getting on board on Bitcoin. A lot of businesses, especially the software companies. I know a lot of my friends. They have companies here in Pakistan. They are providing software development services just like our company, and they still face a lot of problems when it comes to the international payments. And they ask a lot of questions, how to get on board, how we can do this, uh, keeping into the regulatory framework in the country, and playing it safely. They have a lot of questions, how to solve, and how to get on board. And those are the things that we are going to focus on in our conference, and help these businesses and people to understand Bitcoin, and how they can be a part of it.
Yes, yes. I think that this is important because Pakistan, first of all, has, I think it's 240 million people, I think, in Pakistan. And
Mhm.
also in Pakistan, you have a lot of people that works remotely as freelancer, or for example, we have two guys in Pakistan that help us with all the things related to the websites and the content, and all the things of our projects. And again, as you said, when you have to pay them, it's very difficult because in PayPal doesn't accept PayPal. You need to transfer with this Pioneer, and these transfer methods, they rip off a lot of money. So I think that this is important to understand that and to put Bitcoin in the scene for the adoption, to make things better for the people.
Yeah, I agree with with you, the problems the Pakistanis community is facing right now. uh, my own example, I think 5 7 years ago, uh, the payments company that we've been working with to handle our payments, for example, if we want to get paid from the United States, and we use middleman companies to handle our payments. You know, a company, I won't name it, that we've been working with, it took us, 2 weeks to settle our payments in Pakistan, and they took like more than 6% of fee. That's high fee. That's the main problem here, and it's very slow, and the fees are high, and especially for Pakistan. I checked their website, and they said, like, we charge 3.5% to other countries and 6.5% just for Pakistan. It's bad. And when we talk about Pakistan as a country, it's a huge country. We have like 240 and 50 million people. It's the fifth largest country by population in the world. And Pakistan's currency, Pakistan rupee, has collapsed. It has lost more than 50% in value in the last 5 years, and inflation eats away at salaries, savings, and pensions. We have 70% unbanked population. Can you believe that? More than half of Pakistan's population is under age 25, right? Young people, right? A lot of opportunities in Pakistan. I think the future, is future of technology is, where the more humans are residing, right? Japan's population is, decreasing, and Europe's population is also decreasing, and it's a threat, right? But when we look at Pakistan, the population is like it's increasing, and that's great. And in Pakistan, we have millions of freelancers and SMEs, that are struggling to get paid. That's a very good market for Bitcoin. And
Yes.
30 billion plus, remittances a year, where Bitcoin could save billions in fees. If those companies or those freelancers get paid in Bitcoin, for example, if they are using Strike app, and they, from America, they are getting paid in Bitcoin, but they are receiving money instantly in their bank account, local like PKR, if they want to, or they want to save in Bitcoin, they could, and it's less than 1% fee, right? So it's great. And I think Bitcoin is already being used informally for savings and, cross-border trades and freelancing activity in Pakistan, but not officially. The people, they're using it because of, regulatory. We don't have regulatory clarity, and government's been, tracking down Bitcoin miners, and people who are like involved into trading activities, or kind of a selling, purchasing Bitcoin or crypto in general in Pakistan. The government has been tracking down those people, and we've seen some news coming out regarding that in the past. So, but now the landscape is changing, I think, and very soon I'm hopeful that Pakistan government is going to make some clear regulatory framework for the around Bitcoin, for Bitcoiners to buy Bitcoin and save Bitcoin, and use it for payments.
Yes, yes. And what is the biggest win for adoption that is happening this year, like P2P volumes or node counts, and how the people is navigating the instability, the economic and the financial instability?
Yeah, frankly, honestly speaking, a lot of activities like regarding trading is happening from Pakistan when we look at the exchange data. But I believe in Pakistan is a Muslim country. 98% of our population is Muslims, and once we understand Bitcoin, once we study the basics, and Bitcoin is the most Islamic form of money that ever existed. And because of that, I think, if Pakistanis just tap on that one truth, that Bitcoin is Islamic money, it's halal money, I think that's when it's gonna, go rapidly. Because once we look at fiat currencies, it's all the fiat currencies is a debt-based system, right? It's which is completely prohibited in Islam. So fiat currencies in general, it's not very Islamic friendly. They are not halal currencies. And so Bitcoin, on the other hand, it is not controlled by anyone. It's decentralized, and it has fixed monetary supply. And those are the values, that Islam talks about what a purest form of money should be. So once, at that time, now, not a lot of scholars, Muslim scholars, they understand this idea, but I think there's gonna come a time when these scholars are going to understand Bitcoin, and they're going to say that Bitcoin only is the halal currency. And that's when the biggest adoption wave is going to come in Muslim countries, and especially in Pakistan.
Can you enlighten us a little bit why? is halal money? What does because I know the halal term because I live in Hong Kong. I've been living in Asia for almost 10 years, and in Hong Kong, and I previously I lived in Thailand. There is a huge Muslim community, and I see the term halal. Can you explain us a little bit what is halal and why you have this connection with Bitcoin that is halal money?
I mean, look at the legacy financial system that we have. It's completely controlled. It's controlled by a few, right? And it's debt-based system. Inflation. It's prohibited. It's not Islamic kind of rules that for a money to be right. Uh, so the banking system, it's debt based, it's riba based, and Bitcoin on the other end is completely decentralized, not controlled by anyone, fixed supply, and if I'm holding my Bitcoin, my private keys, right, I am the only owner of my Bitcoin, and it's gonna go up in value in the future because because of it's deflationary, right? So those are the thing when we compare about the Bitcoin with the legacy financial system, the fiat currencies. That's why when we get it that Bitcoin is halal currency and the fiat currencies are not. And people, Muslims especially, we need to first understand fiat currencies, how the banking system works. Saifuddin, in his book, Bitcoin Standard, it talks about this very in detail, and I recommend everyone who's interested in read the Bitcoin Standard, and you will get all the answers.
Yes, I think everyone must read
Mhm.
the Bitcoin Standard because it's so clear. And it's when you mention about the halal money, I remember. Well, I studied economics. During there is a book written by a saint, a Catholic saint, that he is Saint Thomas, that he condemns debt and interest. So I see how also connect this study of this saint of the Catholic Church that was condemned the theft. That at the end of the day, the fiat money is theft. It's not real money. And how do you connect with halal? And this is something that brings me to when you talk about Bitcoin. We all the Bitcoiners we share a lot of things in common. I spoke with many Bitcoiners. From South America, United States, Europe, Middle East, Asia, totally different backgrounds, totally different religion, totally different language, but in the core, we share the same values. It's incredible how Bitcoin connects us to everyone.
True. And when we talk about this how Bitcoin is halal, a lot of people have different opinions, and because it depends on your understanding of Bitcoin, and how do you see it, and how much understanding and knowledge you have, and how much research and hours and time you have put into understanding Bitcoin. So I think it's very important. We need to understand the fundamentals of how Bitcoin works, and and the fiat currencies. It's about control, right? Islam doesn't says that money should be controlled. It shouldn't be controlled, right? It shouldn't be controlled by anyone. If money it can't be controlled, it can be abused, right? For example, gold was the best form of money used like thousands years ago, and it's the best Islamic currency at that time. Not now, because now the all the gold supply is like kind of index based. It's not like you cannot hold physical gold. It's so hard. At that time, gold was so hard to mine. It was like very hard to forge and very hard to manipulate, and that's why those are the properties gold was accepted as a best money for Islamic money. But now, we are in a digital world, uh, with these fiat currencies that are completely controlled. I like it, how Andreas Antonopoulos says it. He says, it's not a money system, not a banking system, it's a system of control. So Bitcoin, is an exit from that. It provides you freedom. It provides you the ownership of your money, of your wealth, and provides you an exit from the system and corrupt system of control and a corrupt financial system.
And that's why you called Bitcoin like the native currency of planet Earth, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's an interesting concept. And talking about things that are happening right now, I saw that you post some things related to death wars, what is happening now between the nodes and core. What do you think about that? And what do you think that what can this do to the Bitcoin ecosystem?
Yeah, there's been a lot of noise, when going back to 2017 era. We had you know the block size war, and there was a lot of noise. People had mixed opinions, and it turned out well. Bitcoin always finds a way to protect itself. I don't think that it can be you know Bitcoin cannot be corrupted. It's a self purifying system, a network that always finds a way, and always picks the right way, and it always keeps going into the right direction. And about this discussion, the lately been happening in the Bitcoin industry, about nodes and the core. I'm always siding with the core, and and gaining time, people will understand. And yeah, that's it.
And you say that it's like you need to ignore the noise and just focus on the basic things like self custody, control your keys, and all the things.
Mostly, yeah, most of the time that works. If you don't understand what's happening, it's too complex, just make sure that you are owning your keys. And don't, if you're running a node, don't upgrade it too early, right? Wait for that. And once all the noise settles down, you can upgrade your node. And simple as that. Just make sure holding your keys, and having a hardware wallet, and just keep learning about Bitcoin, and keep stacking set, and stay humble. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And if a fork happens, it's an airdrop, right? It's a free money for me and for everyone who's holding their keys.
Yes, yes, of course. It's the same words that we say everything. Stay humble, stack sats, control your keys, and contribute to Bitcoin to make Bitcoin even and bigger. And talking about the Dubai scene, you organize Bitcoin meetups. How is the situation in Dubai? Because I see that Dubai is similar to Hong Kong. It shows that it's a big hub for Bitcoin, but there are a lot of shitcoining going there, right?
You're right. Dubai is a big market. It's a huge market, and Dubai is is always ahead of other cities, other international cities when it comes to technology and adoption. And you're right. There's a lot of shit coinery and crypto activity in Dubai, but there's a very solid Bitcoin community in Dubai. A lot of overseas foreigners that living in Dubai, and we have a monthly meetup. Adam Schneider, he organizes it. I own the meetup group on meetup.com. And uh, you know every month, first Wednesday, there's a Bitcoin meetup, and we talk about Bitcoin only. And our guest, our member is Stefan Lavera. He joins us regularly. And I think when Dubai, Dubai is a hub for everything. Like if you can imagine something, you want to do something, or you have an idea, you go to Dubai and you will find an established market for that. I think that's enough, right? So everything crypto or shitcoinery, it's on bigger scale in Dubai. So uh, you should be like, if you are in Dubai, I would say just focus on your what you are doing. And there's a Bitcoin community here, and you can come and you can talk with us, you can interact. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because when I've been in Dubai last year, I've been in Dubai, and I saw that I have a couple of friends there that they are into shitcoining a lot, doing shitcoins, and I saw that was similar. Like for example, here in Hong Kong, you see a lot of Web3 and all this NFTs crap and all the shitcoining, and you don't see a very huge movement or community, even though we have a good players here in Hong Kong, but you don't see a very huge movement towards a Bitcoin. It's more like, again, this shitcoin project, this Web3 projects, the NFTs, and not too much about Bitcoin. And Stefan Libera is living in Dubai.
Yes, he's a regular. He attends the meetup regularly. Yeah.
No, I've been with him here in Hong Kong. He came for the Bitcoin Asia conference. Was very. I've been to an event, and I met him there. So it was very nice meeting here. And they are in the meetups. Like, you just, is a gathering among Bitcoiners, or you have someone speaking, or how is the organization?
No, it's just a kind of a meetup, a gathering where you can interact with other people, you can talk to anyone. There's no uh, regular like speeches and stuff or speakers. If someone wants to present something, and we check it, if it's not shitcoinery, if it's Bitcoin focused or something, we allow them to speak and present. But in generally, it's very friendly. It happens in a bar. You can come, you can drink, you can do whatever, and play eight ball pool, and interact with other Bitcoiners, ask your questions, make friends, and do whatever you want to do, right? And interact with the community. Yeah.
And there are many. There is a established group, or you also receive newbies from time to time.
Yeah, oh, a lot of newbies, every time there's new people, because a lot of people, especially from Europe, and yeah, Europe. But before, 2 years ago, there was a lot of people coming from Russia and Ukraine because of the war. But in general, like a lot of people, Europeans especially, they are coming and they are settling, and in Dubai, they are getting their residencies, and they want to, they're working from Dubai, and that's how they find us, from our online meetup group, and they come and they join us. And I think the Dubai's residency criteria, it's happening very like rapidly. A lot of people are moving in Dubai, in the UAE, because it's a tax-free jurisdiction, right? In Europe and Australia, you have to pay a lot of taxes, and those same companies. I met a guy on our meetup, and he was Australian, And he said a company, I won't name it, they hired him, and they said, we're gonna help you settle in Dubai, and you would pay 0% tax, right? And he said that's the only reason I came here. And now I'm here, I'm very happy. I keep my 100% of my salary, and I can send it anywhere, in my country, or I can spend it here. So I think that's the main selling point.
Yeah, and I saw that there are. I was talking with my friend last year when I was there, and there are a lot of incentives from the government for people to move to Dubai. And also, I heard that for the local, the government give them like a house, or like a loan for buying a house. Is it true?
I'm not aware of that. If the government is supporting foreigners to come here, no. They are actually, there are golden visa plans. 10 years golden visa. You pay
Yeah.
a fee, or you make a real estate investment. I think it's 2 million dirhams. Uh, it's not a government donation, right? It's a investment. You buy a property worth of 2 million dirhams or more, you get a golden visa. It's a 10-year golden visa, and you can bring your family with you as well. I'm not aware of anything around, like, government is supporting foreigners to come here. No idea.
No, no. I don't even say foreigners, but locals, not the foreigners. There is a lot of this. I was told that the visa process and all the things to settle down in Dubai was easy for foreigners, but they are also doing a lot of benefits to local people.
Could be, but I'm not aware of that. But maybe it's because they want the locals to get involved in these markets, because a lot of business activities that in Dubai, that's handled by the family offices. They invest in the technology, they invest in businesses, they invest in foreigners. They're bringing in startups and ideas into Dubai. That's why I like it. It's a very friendly place, and it's very safe city. There's no, like, uh,
No crime.
one of the in Dubai, one of my friend, she came from France, and at 11 at night, we were having a little walk on the street, and she told me that she cannot walk like this after 9, or in her own country, in France. She would either be get robbed or something, or be kidnapped. So she said it's very safe, and she was amazed. She was first time in Dubai. So that's the main point. It's very safe, tax free, and very friendly. You would find people from all countries. I'm in Dubai, and I feel like home. I can find Pakistani food everywhere I go, right? I see Pakistanis everywhere in Dubai, and that's huge for me, right?
Yes, interesting. Yes, as you said, it's very safe. It's the same that happened in Argentina. What the French girl was telling you, you cannot walk in the night without being robbed. For me, here in Hong Kong, it's like the same. Like in Dubai, it's super safe. I can walk at night and nothing happens. It's very safe. So that's why I like living here. And you also preach Bitcoin, Nostr, and chill. Talking about Nostr, because it's something that I like so much, and I think that of course we are, if we are early in Bitcoin, in Nostr we are extremely early. How is the adoption of Nostr in Pakistan and in Dubai? Do you see people using it? Do you see people building things to Nostr?
When Jack Dorsey started talking about it back in 2021, I guess, or two. Sorry, I forgot the year. uh, I jumped on it, and I set up my account, and I started talking on my account and Nostr. And I talked with my friend. I told him, this is just Twitter, and but it's decentralized, right? The things that we've been talking back in the day in 2017, the Bitcoin idea is going to be revolutionized, right? Every technology, social media platforms are going to be rebuilt, and it's going to be based on a decentralized technology. That's why I like it. And I've been on Nostr from early days, and I like it. I mostly very active on Nostr instead of Twitter. And about the activity, Nostr activity in Pakistan, only a few handful of people I know, who are aware of this, mostly Bitcoiners. In Dubai, same. All the Bitcoiners, they are on Nostr. They know the technology. They know how it works, and they are working on helping improve the protocol. And but the general population, I think it's still unaware of the this revolution that's happening, because I believe everyone should have freedom of speech, and they should be able to say what they want to say. uh, Not the wrong things, of course, but if you are expressing your ideas, the things that you want to talk about, you should be able to. And not a centralized party or anyone should be able to shut you down, like it's been happening on Twitter, and or Facebook, and other platforms. And the other thing is, you should be able to own your own data, right? These companies, they own your data. They see your activity, your interest. They know. I tell my friends, who use Facebook. I stopped using Facebook, from 2013 or so. I'll tell them that they know more about you than you know about yourself, right? And that's how they get your data. They see your activity, everything, what you are eating, what you are talking about with your friends, and they sell that data, and they promote you, that kind of stuff. And it's kind of a mind building as well. They play with your mindset, and they control your thinking. It's very huge, and it's happening, right? We're not focusing on that. Every day, we are on a time on a scrolling our screen, and Facebook, or other similar platforms. They show us the stuff that they think we're gonna like, right? So they know more about us, and that's how they are controlling our mindset, our thinking process, and what ideas they want to share, and what direction they want to take us. And that's very bad, right? The future is going to build on freedom platforms, on freedom technologies, Bitcoin and Nostr. That's the real freedom. And we have robots here, not owning your money, and not owning your speech, and not have property rights. You're just a slave, right?
Yes, yes, I think that, yeah, we are super early with Nostr. It's a little bit complicated to use, and people that is not into Bitcoin, they are not interested, but we are trying to push the narrative again. As we were pushing Bitcoin, yesterday, for example, I recorded a video in my channel in Spanish explaining what is Nostr, how it works, creating an account on Nostr. So yeah, we need to keep pushing, keep purple pilling the people to think about the importance of freedom of speech, of owning your own data, owning your own audience, and this is important. And talking about things that you spoke on X, what wild Bitcoin native innovation from Mars mining to global beef networks keeps you staking with conviction?
I didn't get your question. Sorry.
Because some things you mentioned on X, like Mars mining jokes and global beef networks that can happen with Bitcoin adoption, with Bitcoin innovation. What of these ideas keep you stacking Bitcoin with conviction?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the Bitcoin adoption and the mining and the activities, these kind of activities, it's all always about getting on board on the technology level, helping using it, and in whatever way you can improve your life. If I am getting paid from United States, like my money is coming from my client wants to pay me, and I'm sitting in Pakistan, and I'm paying like a 10% fee to a middleman, and I could save that, if I use Bitcoin. That's a a revolution and the problem solving technology for me. And yeah, those kind of things. And uh, Bitcoin mining in Pakistan is I think you know it's going to happen with the government's help. Uh, you know, uh, a lot of other the activity has been coming in on the individual level. If we talk about the mining opportunities in Pakistan, a lot of individuals, home miners, been doing their stuff, but it's not like very profitable, right? So it should be done on scale, and the government should promote it, and bring in the Bitcoin miners that are interested in coming to Pakistan, helping with the regulation, and giving them the opportunity to play fairly uh, in the market.
Excellent. And to start closing is I want to develop a concept that you put that Bitcoin is a peaceful protest against tyranny. Why do you say that?
Yeah, once when we look at the all the the bad things that are happening in the world, around the world, for example, the wars in Ukraine or Russia, and the Afghanistan war, and the other countries. Once we see the core, the problem is not you know the war. The problem is money system. It's about control and power. And the core thing is fiat money, fiat currency. It promotes wars, it brings in wars, and it brings tyranny, because because of human psychology, human greed. It's a system of control. If it can be controlled, people of greed, they want to control it, they want to get their share. That's why I say that Bitcoin, if you are using Bitcoin, if you are onboarding on Bitcoin technology, if you are living on a Bitcoin standard, you are doing a peaceful protest against all the tyranny that's been happening in the world. And you're doing a good thing, right? If everyone is living on a Bitcoin standard, I think the world would be a very, very safe place for everyone.
Yes, totally agree. It's like when there is an amazing book called Bitcoin Evangelism by Brian DeMint, that there is a chapter that says that every day is election day, that we think that elections solve the problem, that is vote for X or Y politician, while we can vote every day against this corrupt system by adopting Bitcoin and moving to a Bitcoin standard. And to start closing the conversation, I have two more questions. The first of this is, how do you see the future of Bitcoin?
I think, the world, with Bitcoin on a Bitcoin standard is gonna be a very safe place for humans, and Bitcoin is going to, one way or another way, it's happening. The revolution, it cannot be stopped. It won't stop. And Bitcoin is going to become the reserve currency and everyday currency for 8 billion people on planet Earth, and it's going to become the native currency of the internet. And we the in the world, we have a lot of problems, and some people talk about the the population. The more population is the problem, right? We should have less people in the world. I don't agree with that. Even if we have double the people that we have today in the world has enough resources, right? We have enough food for everyone. We don't have enough for anyone's greed. So less fiat currencies or no fiat currencies. World on a Bitcoin standard is gonna be the absolute safe haven, for everyone on Earth, and it solves all our problems. That's why we call it, fix the money, fix the world, right?
Yes, that's the best quote, because we fix the money, we're gonna fix the all the humanity problems. And the last question is, if you had the chance to sit down with Satoshi Nakamoto and have a coffee or a tea, what would you ask or say to him, her, or them?
Yeah, probably, if I find Satoshi Nakamoto, and maybe I would kill him or her, because that will make that will make my Bitcoin worth more, right? So that's a joke.
Of
Uh,
course.
yeah, I don't think we should find out who Satoshi Nakamoto is or was, or whatever. I think it should stay hidden, and if he or she is alive, and it should stay anonymous. Don't come on the picture, and don't use your Bitcoin. Don't move your Bitcoin, the 1 million Bitcoin that Satoshi has on his or her wallet.
Yes, yes, because I think that this is a gift for humanity. This wallet that is frozen, and I think that it's not gonna be moved. So, Farouk, has been a pleasure to talk to you. Anything else you want to add, and how people can contact you?
Yeah, I would say, you know, there's a lot of especially for Pakistanis, uh, you know, if you are new to this technology or this revolution, and it's very hard. I know it's very hard for people, for newbies, to find the signals, and you differentiate between signals and noises, because there's a lot of crypto noise in Pakistan. I would recommend them to just focus on handful of stuff, and be very careful where your informations are coming from. Try to read the Bitcoin standard as early as possible, and just focus on Bitcoin for early days, for a month or so, right? Once you understand enough, that will be enough for you to stay away from crypto and shitcoinery, and that would save you a lot of time and effort, and you'll be able to protect your money and wealth as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can find me on Nostr. My handle is Farooq, and on Twitter, I have my handle Farooq Ahmed, Ahmedx, and I have already put my primal wallet link on my Twitter profile, so it's easier for you to find my Nostr.
Excellent. Again, Farouk, thank you very much for your time. If I have the chance to go to Bitcoin Mena, I will meet you, and looking forward to all the projects that you are running, and I wish you the best for the future.
Yeah, it was great, Fernando, and I appreciate your, coming on your show and helping, telling people about, Pakistan and what we've been doing here. And it was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And the goal of this show is to orange peel as much people as possible. So again, Farooq, thank you very much and have a good night there in Pakistan.
You too. Bye-bye.
And thank you very much to everyone who is on the other side. If you like the episode, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, follow in our social media, and help us on this mission to orange peel the world. Share this episode with the people you love. Share this episode with the people you hate, because we must reach 8 billion people and onboard them to Bitcoin. Stay humble, stack sats,